like to give a shout out to my friend Vanessa. Great chat the other day. And Jamie in Louisiana, she's doing good. Hadn't heard from her a while, so I poked at her just to make sure everything's okay. And she's doing okay, dealing with some stuff. And to anybody else that sticks with us, Justin, we've been collaborating a lot. He's got his own YouTube channel. I think I showed y'all that on this channel. But just wanted to say hello. I do need to get back and do my and this summer I'm about to be off. I just got to get through the month of May. I've gotten lazy. I'm worn down. See, I didn't go through this last year as a PE coach. Didn't go through the pure heat with no rain. It's just heat every day of April and May, and the kids are they're gone by April and May. They're just wound up crazy. And they're ready for summer. Teachers are ready for summer. It's testing season. And there's not a lot of pressing things going on. So I'm just going to wait till this summer to kind of recharge my batteries and get going. And on my playlist, I've got this Revelation series playlist 2. This is what I need to continue on. Revelation series playlist 2, Revelation series Antichrist and Great Tribulation sections, where I show to you and prove to you that Revelation is written in sections. It's not written in order, and that's why it's able to be falsely taught so terribly. Revelation series Antichrist and Great Tribulation sections, Church Sealed and Removed Revelation study series continued. We'll show you all of them, each different, everything that, the removal of the church, God's wrath, judgment, how it's in different sections throughout Revelation, how the Antichrist is throughout, so on and so forth. So I will get to that. My friend Vanessa showed me this logo, this image, and she's pointing out how we see it everywhere now. Dragons, because Satan is the dragon, referred to as the dragon. And she was talking about the term Great Scott, which some of y'all that have been with me for a long time remember us going through that. I searched it actually on my channel, and only one video came up. The hand signals video. Somewhere in that hand signals video, which I'm really going to detail that on another channel in way more detail. Can't wait to get to it. And but somewhere in that video, quite possibly, is where I spoke of the Great Scott, which is Trump. He's the Great Scott. And of course, Doc says it in Back to the Future, which is all about Trump and time travel, which is what I'm going to get with y'all on today. I was watching the Hudsucker Proxy, and it had a big clock in it. Big clock in the movie, The Hudsucker Proxy. And it was all about this big clock. Big clock, and it stopped time. The future is now. Well, the man taking care of the clock was named Moses. Go figure. Of course, bringing the Bible into it, which is what they always do, because this is a biblical world that we are living in. And they stopped time, which of course is what they tried. Trump's all about, everything about Trump is time travel. The movie Donnie Darko, which stands for Donald Darkness, Back to the Future, which they told us Biff was based off of Donald Trump, and Back to the Future 2 with the casinos and running for president. Well, how did they know he was going to run for president in the 80s when that movie? Because everything's been planned out. It even had "you're fired, you're fired, you're fired" over and over again in that one scene. And of course, that was Trump's tagline decades later. So this is the world that you're living in. And I just wanted to point out the time travel part of the movie. So he's coming down. Maybe if I slow it down, I can not get my copyright strikes. So he's coming down, and as long as I'm talking over it, it's fair use. But he's coming down. He was going to kill himself just like the other guy did, but he stopped. And that's because the guy, Moses, stuck a broomstick into the big clock. And of course, it's in slow motion, so it's taking time to get moving. So the clock is stuck. There's the broomstick wedged down in there. Strictly speaking, I'm never supposed to do this. But have you got a better idea? That failure should never lead to despair. That failure should never lead. Now here, it's probably somebody because they hate our God of the Bible. So perhaps this is somebody coming representing our God to fight. Now, we were just reading in Daniel 11, I think it was, having to fight against the spirit prince. Fighting against the spirit prince of Persia, Daniel. Well, it's Daniel 10, I'm sorry. So these angels are at war with each other in a realm that we can't see. And so we're going to assume that this is what this fight scene is about. Despair looks only to the past. So this is all about changing time again. And of course, what was ironic about this movie was, of course, it took place in 1958, which is when the Western TV show that had a character named Trump that came on and was going to save the world, and he got shot at the end. It was a television show called Trackdown. Trump Trackdown 1958 full episode. And I pointed out in this video when I did it a while back that this dude throws out the 666 when he points to Trump. In any event, the outcome will. So I'll just pause so I don't get a copyright strike. I'll just go about every 4 seconds. Disaster. Make sure the volume's turned up loud. I think I had turned it down earlier. I did. Cosmic explosion will occur. It's going to end. It's going to end the world, man. It's going to end it all.
And they come by other means.
Explosion will end, but again, they come by other means. How?
How do you see it? By means of this.
That's Trump right there. His name's Trump.
Uncounted millions of these. This is a
meteor.
You're right.
Which, of course, they talk about, and things like that might come about in the end times also.
Iron ore from outer space.
Iron ore from outer space. Let me see if I can find where he throws out that 666. Let me pause and let me find it for you. All right, folks. Okay, he's going to say according to him and throw out the 666. Watch his hand. It'll pop up right about here.
Sheriff, if your people don't want my help, I can go elsewhere. Wait a minute, Mr. Trump. You don't talk for the rest of us. Can you prove he's wrong? Well, no, not right now, but if you give me some time. Well, that's something we don't have.
Which is something we don't have a lot of time. Here it comes.
Very much
according to him. When he points over to Trump, he flashes the 666 hand signal. How brilliant is that?
We don't have very much according to him. Yeah, well, let me.
It's insane, isn't it?
Give me some time. Well, that's something we don't have very much according to him. Yeah.
So that's the world that you're living in, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's the world that you're living in. You're living in the end times. So that TV show took place in 1958. Well, guess what's going on here? 1958. And Donnie Darko took place in 1988. 88 means Trump in Gematria. 58 rooms at Mar-a-Lago. 58 floors at Trump Tower. So 58 is big and 88 is big. May 8th has always been an extremely big day in my life. So perhaps that's when something goes down. Maybe that's the abomination that causes desolation day. I don't know. Maybe that's the day Trump goes down. I don't know. My theory is next Valentine's Day, but that's from, and I will be redoing iPet Goat. It's just time to go over that again, but those are things I'll get into in the summer when I've got time. But this was New Year's Eve moving into 1959. So he's moving out of 58 to 59 in the Hudsucker Proxy. And that's what it says back there. It's 1959 is what it says back there in the background. 59. 1959. So, and Vanessa was talking about Great Scott and how she's heard it, and I think, remember how the police? I think she reminded me, or something she said. She said in the movie Batman they said it. And I couldn't remember it in the movie Batman, but I remembered the TV show Batman back when I was a kid. That I think the police commissioner was always there with this other cop. See if I can find a clip. It was that guy. I thought maybe had said it. I couldn't find a clip where he said it. It was interesting that this clip was Batman and Robin not available. And how it's, see the word catastrophic? Well, that's the movie The Dark Knight Rises. Batman is unavailable. He's removed. It's when the Antichrist goes down. And that's when the wars, you know, and the calamity and all that get going. So, and she also brought up how cedar trees propagate themselves or clone themselves. You can clone them. To propagate means to breed specimens. You are cloning or breeding humans. So cedar trees are very important in their world. Anyway, that was pretty much it. I'm just giving y'all a shout. Nothing big. Love y'all very much. Stay in touch. I did want to also point out there is a full lunar eclipse this year on May 26th and next year on May 16th. And next year in 2022, Trump will be 911 months old, 911 months old. When the second, when that lunar eclipse takes place in 2022 on May 16th. And just a month after that in 2022, the next full moon in June falls on his birthday, and it is a supermoon, and Trump will be 666,216 hours old. 666,216 hours old. 666, 216. Well, 216 is what you get when you 6 times 6 times 6. And that's on his birthday in 2022. And that is a supermoon. It's not a lunar eclipse that he was born under, but it is a supermoon. So I've speculated that that's the abomination that causes desolation day. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, that's it. Love y'all very much. Stay in touch.